Hi everyone, this is Nikki Rowland and today I have a layout for Hip Kit Club. I am using the October 2021 kits and I'm playing along with this week's challenge, which is a colour challenge. So we have red, turquoise, white and what I think is a very dark navy. It definitely looks navy from here, looking at it on the screen, but when I was looking at the colour swatch printed in front of me, it looked almost black and I wasn't quite sure if it was black or dark grey or navy. Anyway, I'm going with navy because that works for me and the kit. So yeah, anyway, I was like, there's no real red in this kit. There's a few orangey bits, but there's not a lot of red. What am I going to do? And I know it says on there that you only have to pick 3, but usually I like to try and incorporate all of the elements. So I thought, well, what can I do? Okay, maybe I can leave out the red. So I need to go for the other 3 colours, which are white, dark navy and turquoise. Well, this paper here, the one with triangles on it, was obviously designed perfectly to go with this challenge. Apart from it has pink, not red. But, you know, pink is a tone of red, so that's good. Anyway, I decided to cut it into the triangles and then cut those triangles in half and layer them on top of each other. Now, that meant the stripes were slightly wrong, but I could cope with that, not a huge problem. And it gave me the texture and dimension that I like because I distressed the edges and added them. When I added them on top of each other, I then curled up the edges as well. So that gave me a nice, decent amount of dimension. So I'm liking how that is looking. And then I just had to kind of figure out how to arrange them because triangles are a bit of an awkward shape, aren't they? I like to use them to point to things. Quite often I would have them kind of cascading from the top. But because there was 3 colours, I thought maybe I could try and arrange them like this, you know, kind of offset or, you know, I didn't know. I just had to play around with a few things and I really wasn't sure. Every time I put my photos down, they just looked awkward. There was no like real good place to put my photos. So I had a bit of a play around for a while. I contemplated using the pink triangle too, yeah, just couldn't make them work. So in the end, after lots and lots of playing around, I decided to make them into a square shape. And at the moment, I'm thinking about putting it as a diamond, but actually it doesn't work. And I turn it around and use it as a square. And actually that works really well. I really like that. So there we go. You can see that I've skipped forward a little bit. So basically to make that square, I just put the shapes together and then sewed them together and then put the 2 larger ones, I separated them out again and put them behind the square. So it reads as a square, even though it's made up of lots of triangles. And in my photo, I happen to have lots of red. So these photos were from the Remembrance Day parade that we have here. I don't know if you guys have that in America as well, or in Europe. I'm sure you do. I don't know. To be honest, I really don't know. Isn't that terrible? I should look it up, really. But certainly we have a Remembrance Day parade here every year. We lay poppies at the war memorial that we have in our village. And this year my daughter was selected to represent her school. She actually laid the wreath for her school and also read a poem to like 1,000 people, stood up in front of everybody on a stand and a podium and with a microphone, read a poem. Her and a classmate, the 2 of them together did it. So I was quite amazed really that she was brave enough to do that. I'm not quite sure she knew what she was signing up for, which is quite funny. But anyway, so it was a proud mummy moment to watch her stand up and do that. You know, she's really turning into a confident, grown-up girl. So that's what these photos are for. So I have the colour scheme is perfect for the papers, and then the red in the photos as well brings that red element in too. I haven't used anything else red on this page. I've just let the bright red in the photos pop, and I think it works well. Now, I had 2 photos that I wanted to include, but I just couldn't make it work with the 2, so I'm going to stick with just 1. You can see they've arranged lots of ephemera, leaves and things around the side of the photo. I'm going to go off up to the right-hand side as well. I already have done. I've got a tag behind there. I've put ribbon through that and tied it with twine. I'm now just doodling a border around the outside edge of the big square that I've created. It's a very messy square because it has like these weird triangular bits at the corners. So I thought I would bring that on further by adding the doodles and going, not making it a perfect square, but going crosses at the corners and doing extra lines and bits and pieces, and it's wonky as well. So I just thought I would embrace that kind of wonkiness and go for it. So my title, I decided to go for Grateful. Now, in the UK, we do not have Thanksgiving. Now, we, as a design team, we were asked to make a Thanksgiving layout today, but we don't do Thanksgiving here. So I thought that this worked well in terms of being grateful. So obviously, we are remembering the soldiers who died for us back in the First World War, and obviously, we are very grateful that they did so because it allows us to lead the lives that we do today. So I figured that was very apt for a Thanksgiving theme, even though we don't have Thanksgiving here in the UK. We are grateful for many things, and for that is definitely one of them. So Grateful is my title, and I've just popped that across the ephemera cluster at the bottom corner. And then over on the right-hand side, I'd say I've got the tag, and I've got more leaves. I've got a tree, and I've got I've got an acetate leaf, and I've got like enamel dot type things. And then I thought I would put the another title, subtitle down the side of the square that says "Lest we forget," which is what the phrase that comes with all Remembrance Day things here in the UK. I'm just writing a little bit of journaling, and the lines on the paper were perfect to write that on, of course, and just writing that in with some black ink. And that's me pretty much done. I am going to add some white splatters. I'm going to add those over the top of my ephemera. So I've just got some white acrylic onto a piece of packaging, and I'm just going to pick that up and splatter. You can't really see it on the video, but in real life it looks quite nice. I like the effect of that going over all of especially the dark blue. It contrasts really, really well. So there we go. I am finished. I hope you have enjoyed this layout. I definitely enjoyed making it. I loved that paper. It was just perfect. Okay, thank you very much. Don't forget that if you are a Hip Kit Club subscriber, you get the main kit at a reduced price, 15% discount off all add-on kits, and you get access to exclusive subscriber cut files too. So lots of reasons to subscribe. Thank you so very much for joining me today. That was Niki Rowland for Hip Kit Club.